Hi, my name's Louise. I am puppy school tutor for Surrey and South London. This is Little Tig, and we are going to be answering your questions this evening on puppy enrichment.
Okay, so first up we have quite a classic toy. This is called a Kong, K-O-N-G. It's available from most pet shops. It's a really good, long-lasting toy for puppies and adult dogs alike. So the blue and the pink ones are aimed at puppies. All you do is you stuff a treat either inside the tiny hole at the top, or you can use your dog's dinner and pop it inside there. Tig's not quite sure about that one. Next we've got a destruction box, so you can use up any sort of recycling that you've got at home, as long as it's not toxic to dogs. So here we've got newspaper, and we're popping a little treat inside the newspaper and then popping it inside the box. So we've just had a delivery of dog food, so we've got lots of little cardboard boxes, and we've got free newspaper that we can put bits inside as well. So inside there's toilet roll tubes, there's newspaper, there's treats, and the idea is that we scrunch it all up and then we let Tig loose on the box to go wild. So one of the questions we had was, what do we do if a puppy likes digging? Well, give them a safe place to dig. This is one of the places that they can sort of get that natural digging and exploratory behaviour out of their system in a sort of constructive and safe way. So Tig's snuffling around, having a great time, trying to find all the treats that are loose in the bottom, enjoying herself. Another thing you can do to enrich your puppy's lives is to use a licky mat. So this is like a rubber mat. You can get them in pet shops and on Amazon. Oh, next up, a quick bit of video. We're going to go to a little obstacle course. There's lots of things you can use around the house as a little obstacle course for your puppies. So we've just got a little step stool. We've got Tiki to step up on it and then crawl underneath it, just luring and rewarding using treats. Then we've got a book, hardback book, so she's being rewarded for placing her feet up on the book. And then something a little bit more unstable, so up onto a cushion, a little bit hesitant, but then reaps the rewards of a snack when she gets up there. And then lastly, a little spin around a flower pot. Really good to get her brain working. And this is a variation on the licky mat. This is a licky mat bowl. So the idea is you can smear your puppy's food around the outside, and as they lick it, it wobbles and moves around. Lots of different products like that available. Okay, now what we're going to do. Little Tig's waiting expectantly. So we've got a little hoop behind her. So if you've got anything at home, if you've got kids, you've got a hula hoop or anything like that, you can teach your puppy to go through it and have a nice time in the process. So anything that you do with your pup like this is really good for mental stimulation, and it's really enriching for their lives. So she's got to work out how to get the treats. So she's never done this before. She's a little bit hesitant, so popping a couple of treats down just to coax her through. It's really important that that hoop stays still during this time. If it moves now, it's going to possibly worry her a little bit, so keep it really still. And she can come through and have a few treats. Now she's done it once, she might be a little bit more confident the second time, straight through. Good girl. If you are taking part in our puppy school online courses at the moment, you might recognise Tig. She's quite heavily featured in the videos for demonstrations. If you haven't signed up yet, there's definitely going to be a course starting near you soon. Nice, online. This is another toy that you can get on the market. Tig wasn't quite sure about this one. A little bit more advanced. Our adult dogs love these ones, but I think Tig hadn't quite figured it out yet. So what it is it's like a spaceship, and the ball in the middle rotates round, and she's got to work that out to get the food out. But you can see she's not overly interested in that one. Looks a little bit baffled. Each to their own, hey? So this one is called a Busybuddy. It's another product that you can get. All of these things are available online, or if your pet shop's open, then awesome. This is a rubber toy. Made it quite easy for her, so it twists and you can put food on the inside. So there's a treat inside there, and she's rolling it around, pouring at it. It's safe for the puppy to chew on, and it keeps them entertained. And this next one she's not sure about at all. This is called a Topple, T-O-P-P-L, and it's similar to the Kong. She's out of here. She's had enough. You put food inside, and the puppy can chew and lick and roll it around to get the food out. Another thing you can do with your puppy is something called the cup game. So one of those streets artist games that you see where you put something underneath one cup and you move it around. Tig's decided to help herself to the treats behind me. That seems a lot easier. So show the puppy, pop a treat under the cup and move it around. Which one's it in? Not a Scooby. Now, other puppies are a lot more enthusiastic about food than little Tig, so they might be rushing straight over to tell you which pot it's in. It's a nice game to practice your wait or stay as well, if you want to get them to do a sit and stay whilst you're loading up the cups. And now, if you're one of the lucky few that have still got loo roll, we are. We haven't stockpiled, but we had a delivery not long ago. You can pop some treats inside and fold the ends over. This is a really good and easy and cheap toy for your puppy to have. So there's a couple of bits of treat in there. Tig is working out how to get it. So I think this was her favourite out of all of the things that we've done. Easiest and probably the cheapest. So if you've got a loo roll and it's come to the end, save the cardboard inner, or you can also use kitchen rolls as well. Fold over one end, pop a couple of treats or a bit of your dog's dry food in the middle, and then you can fold it back over again. And that's going to keep her nice and entertained for a while. Tig's about 16 weeks now, so she's just about to lose her baby teeth in the next week or so, I expect. So she's teething quite hard at the moment. She's chewing on everything. So she actually doesn't mind. There's a treat come out just behind her, the little brown blob on the carpet. But for her, she's more interested in chewing the cardboard, which is fine. She's not going to swallow it. And if she does, it will just come through. Something else you might have seen on the market, so these you can make yourselves as well. It's called a snuffle mat. So it is like a rubber doormat with bits of fleece or towel, whatever fabric you've got, pulled through and tied into knots. So the idea with this one is a nose enriching exercise. So you scatter lots of treats or little bits of kibble, and then your puppy's got to use their nose to sniff it all out. Sniffing games in general, really, really good for puppies because it keeps them nice and entertained. Sniffing is exhausting for them, so you can use a snuffle mat, or you could do something like hiding their food around the room or around the garden. Anything that's got to get them sniffing and working for their dinner. So I would, at the moment, you know, we've got restricted walks, so you may as well use all of their food for training. So lots of different ways in training and enrichment. Just having a good time there. So hopefully those little video clips gave you some ideas on how to keep your puppy entertained during isolation using lots of enrichment things. You can literally use anything that you've got around the house and be inventive, and we'd love to see what you come up with. Post any pictures or videos under this video and we can have a look at them with your puppies. If you've got any other questions, then let us know. Hopefully I've answered all the questions that we had from this post this evening. So how to keep your puppy entertained while you go and have a shower, you can give them these sorts of things. Also things like giving your puppy lots of natural chews. So that's something that's really important for puppies to have for their development and for their teeth to come through. So lots of natural things to chew on. Those sorts of things you really need to do under supervision. Some of the things we've had this evening, such as the food toys, you can certainly leave them unattended once you're sure that your puppy is using them sensibly. But if you come up with anything else, then please let us know. I think everybody's really being quite inventive at the moment. So let's see what you come up with. Thank you very much for watching. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.